Hey, welcome back to the finale of Linda³ Again. Again? It's Scenario B instead of Scenario A, so is it truly again? We're showing a different finale. It's a deep philosophical question, but regardless, let's get to it. Let's get to this finale here. We'll just take that shortcut. I did go ahead and deposit all the animals that I had on the Ark. I sold some off, but I also deposited all the loose ones in the Ark, because I want to check something here. And I don't want to lose any more animals than I have to. So let's just go all the way to the bottom. I do have... Man, do I have my scorpion meat? That didn't all go rotten, did it? Okay. I forgot about that. Okay, we do... Okay, good. That could've... I don't know how long scorpion fillet takes to rot. It seems like different meat takes longer to rot than others. I mentioned it's in Scenario A that it seems like anglerfish meat doesn't rot, or if it does, it's good for years. Maybe scorpion meat's not too bad either, I really don't know. I haven't checked thoroughly, but it lasts at least as long as it was in my inventory here. Yoshiko wants to return Linda's arm right away. We both know Father's procedure. Well, let's get right to it then. Father will leave soon, but if we leave Linda to rest here, our undermining will go for naught. We're sorry for taking her. Hey, you did it for a good reason. It's cool. You monsters. We're truly sorry, we promise. We'll warn you next time. I bet that's the answer for all four of them. I don't know, I didn't check, and I'm not going to at the moment. There's still a few things we need before we can transplant Linda's arm. Just some scorpion meat. You can find them in the sand hole. The cave due south of here. Did she say scorpion meat, or did I? Yeah, okay, we needed to hunt scorpions. Bring us 4 scorpion fillets. Beat you to it. Will you help us? Ken, it's almost like I knew. I will. I knew you'd say that. It's the person you are. Please be careful. A mutated violent, yeah, kind of scorpion also lives in the cave. Oh, is that the rationale that it's a mutation of a scorpion, therefore they all need to die? I really don't know. I guess so. Do I need to leave and come back? I don't think we have to worry about Father for now. I think you can get some stuff at a cryogenic storage now, but again, I don't want to do that right this second. I don't really need to anyway, because, I mean, we got all the species we need. All of Father's strategies were designed around our combat skills and capabilities first and foremost. And he is now... He is only a pitiful man. Oh, as he is now. We need 4 scorpion fillets from the southern scorpion fillet cave. The meat will drastically cut surgery time. That's convenient. Have we done testing on this, like, IRL? Like, is that... Because if that's a thing... Hey, Linda. I don't think we have to worry about Father for... I can't talk to Linda while she's stretched out here. Okay, well, I'll do this, then. Maybe I have to completely leave. If I do, I'll just cut that part out. Nah, we're good. They moved themselves around. Good work. On our end, we just finished making preparations for the transplant. That was fast. I was gone for mere seconds. Ken gave Sumire the scorpion fillets. Start the transplant now. Can you wait upstairs? I can. I don't want to, though. She'll be alright, Ken. Don't worry. It'll be over soon. We'll call for you once you're done. So don't go anywhere. On that note, there is a peculiar apparatus upstairs. Oh, maybe I have to look at it. Well, fine. If you're gonna make me, I'll do it. Seems a few cryopreserved animals are frozen inside. I mean, it's good to tell you that, because there is some of those around. It'll make your life a little easier for Scenario C. Like, I'm pretty sure that's the... Like, I think you can get a cryogenically stored buffalo. And I've never bothered getting them from the Silver Beastman area. So I guess you don't, like, really need that one. Yeah, I must have to. Out of data. Out of data. What if I say no? I might have to. I probably have to. Well, fine, it is what it is. I think this is... an anglerfish family. Oh, it's tree frogs, okay. I was actually wondering earlier, between episodes, I did go to an animal dealer and like looked on the search engine thing, and it's like, you can get tree frogs in this scenario. And I'm like, how? Do I have to like hatch an egg or something? But I guess it's just take them out of cryogenic storage. I also noticed some regular frogs. I also noticed you can't get turbine shells in this scenario, which I thought was strange. Girls are killing it down there, good for them. I love when Ken just gets random dialogue. He gets dialogue as often as Ryu and Breath of Fire 1 gets, which is very occasionally. I guess they're using their hand bomb attack to surge her Linda. Shit, are they okay? When I said killing it, I wasn't hoping for literally. Yeah, you don't have to take me so literally. The transplant is complete. Wasn't that fast? It was pretty fast. It's all thanks to the scorpion fillets. Yoshiko got up to lend a hand too, because she still had one left over, giving me an 150% speed boost. Linda will regain consciousness soon. You should come down. You should come on down. Well, if you insist. Why are these beds more tattered looking than these? Why are these beds clean but these ones not? That's the answer I really want. This might also have... No, it doesn't? Okay. I could have swore one of them had anglerfish. Welcome, Prince Charming. Maybe that's Scenario A, I don't remember. It's time to wake your princess with a kiss. What spot will you kiss to wake Linda? Oh, it doesn't give you any, like, truly... on the lips. Ken took Linda's close and kissed her lips. What the hell, Ken? Can't a girl get some beauty sleep around here? What happened to Hume's arm? It's just gone? You just threw it away? Ah! Linda back to normal. Didn't need Hume's arm. After all, she's plenty powerful as it is. Here? Wait, where are we? Why'd you bring me to this dump? This is shady. Even from you. Don't make me whip out Dad's... Oh, arm, and... I was gonna say, what else did they transplant? Hey, look, it's my hand. Am I dreaming? You, get back here. No one's going anywhere. It's got a few people marching in place, that's it. Oh, by you mean me. This doesn't feel like a dream, I mean, that felt so normal to me. What? Do you have something to say? Maybe. Go transplant your brain. Things I do for love. Aw, don't be mad. Time heals all wounds, no? So does one of these. Are you gonna stick your tongue in my mouth, Linda? Aw, thanks. Even a heart showed up there. Adorable. Now why don't you tell me all what happened while I was asleep? Why don't I? That's a good question. Ken told Linda about everything that transpired since her hospital stay. Oh, okay. I think I got most of it. Thank God your mom was so cool. I hope I grow up as tough as her. Linda, you see, my sister and I wish to apologize for, you know, kidnapping you. There's nothing to say. But, Linda, we in Monago, I said don't say it. I want to grow up strong like Ken's mom. Don't you see I'm not there yet? Looks like we're done here. Right, Ken? Come on, let's go. Let's go on ahead. I mean, I can edit that, so I will. Don't worry about my sister, she merely fainted. I'm sure the lack of an arm had nothing to do with it. I only had enough hemostatic agent for Linda, so Yoshiko bled out while assisting me with the transplant? Where's the blood? We're used to such activities, so please don't worry. We're used to just having no blood, it's fine. Totally normal, though. Still breathing for now. Yeah, we can re-equip Linda. I'm actually gonna put my dogs in the back row. I'm gonna do something a little strange here. And it wasn't that, although that was strange to do. Yeah, we're gonna unequip our armor here. For no reason. So let's just do that. And climb up the stairs. I think we just go up. I think we just leave the area and nothing's gonna happen. Elevators doesn't respawn. It's broken. But I came down in the elevator. How's it already broken? Well, we'll just have to hoof it up the stairs then. Do we have the healing? Has this replenished itself? Sure has. Rico tab. I mean, that might not be horrible to get, but we'll be okay. We'll be fine. But yeah, we get the good doctor right here. And there you are. What were you creeping around here for, I wonder? Oh, don't tell me. Stitching Linda's left arm back on? You're very observant. That's fine, I suppose. You'll die before I let you escape anyhow. Well, you know. No, Father. Please, stop this. What right do you have to call me Father? Get out of my way. Ah! I don't want weapons for this. I won't be satisfied until I tear you two apart with my own hands. My own bare hands. In red. My darling Sashiko, finally Papa will wash away your every grudge. With that can of gasoline you got there. It's good to feel grudges, but we have to end this. We'll get the old cinematic routine. Pink sauce, nom 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 nom. Delicious pink sauce. That's the taste of a man who lost his only daughter. The taste of his grudge. Enjoy your last smoke, Doctor. Is that what triggered it, the nicotine? Linda, have you been taking cigarette nicotine packages? If my grudge is so wrong, patches I meant to say, now's the time to say so. So there's the good doctor. I'm going to deliberately get knocked out here, because I'm curious what his dialogue will be when I get knocked out. Because playing the PC Engine version, that happened to me, and now I'm curious. But we can see a little bit of, you know, a few of his attacks here. You get some of his parasites start coming out. That's sort of where this guy's problematic. If you get completely surrounded by parasites, hard to see. This can get a little out of hand. I haven't really had a huge issue with it yet in this version because, you know, I can read the language. And this version seems a little bit easier anyway than the PC Engine version. I mean, I'm trying to get knocked out over here. Oh, I have Bristle Missile, don't I? That's how you do it. Ooh, there's the pasty magenta liquid. Spat it all over the inside of my screen. How am I supposed to clean that off? The inside of my screen's gonna be sticky now. Do we have Bristle Missile? Yeah, we do. There. There, if I'm trying to deliberately take a dive here instead of, you know, accidentally take a dive. Anything that makes my defense lower. Surprisingly no. Just even Steven. I'll just keep punching the parasites until... Hey, an attack. Here I am trying to deliberately lose, and the doctor's not really helping. Wonder what happens if that connects, I haven't noticed. But yeah, I just want to see if you get different dialogue if you get knocked out here. There, yeah, get Ken cover Linda. There we go. Oh no, we got knocked out. I'm gonna teleport immediately back. I should just leave that in. It's humorous to me that it let me actually go down the elevator. Let's just go back up again, see if he has any other dialogue. I did put the puppers back in our inventory. I also opted to put the Tiger Claw and Ken here. I gave the Eagle Saber to Linda for all the difference it's gonna make. Which isn't going to be a huge amount of difference, quite honestly. We get any new dialogue. Well, we got Sasha go knocked out down here. Well, do I have to go all the way back? Do I have to go all the way back to the bottom? What's the deal with this? I actually forgot. I thought he was just there, but maybe not. Let's figure out where he's at. What if I go all the way down to the bottom? Maybe I messed things up by taking the elevator. Maybe I should have went down. I'll check that in a minute. Yeah, let's do that. I can't find Dr. Omori. You know how I was speculating before that there's like 4 different dungeons per season? I'm seriously I think a season changed. I'm seriously wondering if he's just like trapped in a different season. Let's see if we can just leave. Like if the game would let us. Okay, Ken, I'm ready to open the door with you. Maybe you don't actually have to beat him. Maybe you can just leave. Touch your panel on the count of 3. Here goes. 1, 2, 3. I'm still gonna show you the boss fight, but I'm super curious about that. Linda³ Again, hand, thing, print. Then if I talk to the control panel, I'll know pretty quickly if it's gonna... if it would let me just beat the game without beating the boss of the scenario. I'm getting that vibe, like it's letting me in here. Really? Looks like the button activates the asteroid. Are you ready? Yeah. Do you really mean that? Should we wait? Oh, very well then. Okay, I'm gonna check Hospico and Ragnarim. If I can't find them, I'm just gonna reload and show you the boss fight, so, BRB. I couldn't get him to come back. I actually had to reload, so... Not that that's a big deal, because, you know, if you just want to beat the game and you have all the species, you can beat the scenario and it's just fine, but... No, like, if he just never came back, so I don't know if there's a way to re-trigger the fight. That's not what happened in the PC Engine version. I got knocked out because I got surrounded by his parasitic, you know, offshoots or whatever, and I came back down here and there was more dialogue. I'm like, oh, I'm curious what that'll be like in the PS1 version. And now I'm curious if you can do the same thing with the Hume fight, like if you just deliberately KO for the Hume fight, if you can just skip it and just beat the game that way. Speedrunner strats, I don't know. I have the Tiger Claw on Ken now. We're gonna see if we can one-shot the good doctor here. So we're gonna do Mega Eagle, and then we're gonna couple that with Bum Rush. Let's see where we sit with Bum Rush. Let's go. Not quite a one-shot, two-shot. Took him out. There we go. I'd never give you the primal satisfaction of killing me too. Now, I let an entire year of seasons go by, came back down here, I went to Ragnarim, I only went to Hospico and Ragnarim once, but I came back here 4 additional times and he never came back. But I guess if you get knocked out, you have all the species, I guess you can just leave. But, like, why couldn't you just leave? Need I remind you? I do all I can, that's all I can do. Always. 3, 2, 1. Don't say that so morosive. Morosely? Not morosive. That's like rhymes with corrosive. And is also not a word. I blocked the exit with explosives. You will never leave the Galax alive. Well, we'll be feeling a little galaxy over here. I'll see you two in hell. How do you know that's where you're going? I mean, it's a fair assumption, but I don't know. I don't make the rules. It appears dead. So, it all came to this. If only there wasn't a tiny bit of rubble blocking the way. It's alright. I'll take it from here. B mode! Engage! 3, 2, 1, go! Not even 3, 2, 1 fire, it's 3, 2, 1 go this time? That must be her killing 3, 2, 1 blow. Oh, you two. Get away! Oh, there it is. 3, 2, 1, fire! There, now we can get out. Go! Yoshiko and I will escape once we handle things here. Yeah, by all means do that. Besides, she is still in the Sashiko 1.0. Never mind us, it's better that way. Thank you for everything, Ken. Now go. But yeah, if we overleveled, if we actually had the stats that we had when we actually got here. I actually had to replay a little bit because I didn't save it between some of the episodes there. Don't do it, Sumire, you can't. Normally I'm pretty good about saving it between episodes, but you know, naturally, this time I didn't. It's not a big deal though. I'm enjoying this game thoroughly, I still am, despite all that I'm playing it. I'm still learning new things, like you can just not do the boss fight. You can deliberately unequip everything and get knocked out and go to the end of the game if you're... I mean, it's a speedrunner tactic, it's not very, what do you say, like, cathartic? Not a very cathartic way to finish off the scenario. Wasn't very climactic if you just get knocked out and leave, but you can, apparently. I mean, the TCU does suck you guys through into it, so makes sense. We can still deposit the tree frogs, for all the difference it makes. It's back to 93. I think we went back in time. I think it was August. I keep saying August. Autumn. All these AU words. Let's talk to Mimi before we depart on the Ark. Then we will leave. Leave, and we will never come back until the next episode. And also off-screen during all that tomfoolery you didn't see. I had a revelation, and I will share it with you now. Well, in a moment. Can I share it now? So, when I was here originally, I was thinking, well, what would Sumire and Mimi be up to? Where they'd have to worry about cleaning up. Just, it occurred to me. It's Mimi and Captain. It's Mimi and the Captain talking here. It makes a lot more sense now. What will we do when Ken comes home? Don't worry, I'm tracking Ken via radar like you did in Scenario A to Hume and Linda. Till he gets here, so that'll give us some time, yeah. At least now we have time to clean up. Makes more sense now.
Yeah, buddy.
Those girls weren't able to live happily after all. Were they? They seemed as content as they can get, I would think. But they said they loved me, you, and Linda. And we loved them, didn't we? That's our only shot at happiness. Loving and being loved by others. Yes. Linda, you got your left arm back. Yeah, that means you two can sail the asteroid again. I checked on that too after, like if you skip and come here, they say all the same stuff. Without Officer Kamar, migration's in a flux. Weren't you two fluxing before I got here? We'll be back in gear soon. Now you've truly found closure, it's time to celebrate, don't you think? We'll celebrate on the Ark. Don't you worry about us. Yeah, speaking of which. Alright, let's just depart on the Ark. Let's just get out of here. Let's put the two tree frogs. If I hear crickets, we'll capture some, but otherwise, let's just get going, because we have enough. I think we'll have 53 monster species in total here. All together now. Pretty good boost for Linda compared to Ken, anyways. Yeah, 53 species. Let's just get going. Then we'll do the old listen in strategy. No crickets. No crickets. I can't remember if I even found them in Scenario A. We definitely will for C. We saw some in the auction that I accidentally didn't buy. Okay, Ken. Ready to open the door with you. Touch your panel on the count of 3. Oh, that's what the kids are calling it these days. Here goes. 1, 2, 3. I mean, I think I showed you this already. I don't remember anymore. This is going to be a bit of an episode to stitch together after the fact. But you won't have to worry about it. You'll just see the completed project. Completed product. Which is my project. Let's grab the other ring while we're here. Then we have both the Harabade rings. Both of them. Let's sort our things before we go away. And we're just gonna throw this dung on the ground right here. Next to this anatomically correct heart, not the other ones. Now would actually be a good time for me to put a picture up of this area in the PC Engine version. I think I took a picture of it. If not, that'll just be even more stuff for me to do. But yeah, the control panel reminds me of like a colon or something. Looks like this button activates the astro arc. Are you ready? Go it again in Scenario C. I want Scenario C to be fairly complete. I don't want to, you know, always. You really mean that? I always mean that. Like for Scenario B, just for like for the sake of not repeating myself for the two scenarios, I figured, hey, I'll skip some stuff. But for Scenario C, I'm going to assume that you didn't watch A and B, and I'm going to be a little more thorough that time around. I want to make sure I show you me fighting every monster. If I can, or at least getting them. I want to have those shots. And this is all the same. I'm probably going to put up a bunch of Scenario B related activities. Maybe even starting this early. Once I establish that this is in fact the exact same cutscene as Scenario A. I'm pretty sure it's exactly the same. But in which case, I'll just overlay, you know, I'm sure you're probably watching it right now, me overlaying something over the credits here. But yeah, that's super funny to me that you can just get knocked out and you don't do the fight anymore. You can just skip the boss fight. One of two boss fights, because I don't think there's anything that would even really constitute a boss fight in Scenario C. You know, outside of just fighting the strongest monsters in the game. But I guess if you're already, like, I can't speak for, like, SMT. Like, if it functions the same or if there's bosses, but, like... I mean, Pokemon, there's not, like, there's the gyms, but that's, like, the closest thing to a boss fight. You can level up creatures. So it's just a different vibe entirely. But yeah, there's not really, like, bosses in this game. I'm sure if you, like, really dug deep and understood the way the stats work, you could go ahead and get... Okay, so... Getting a little ahead of myself here. But now's as good a time as any to bring up, I'll try to be sure to bring it up early for Scenario C, that there's, like, this unique squirrel enemy that you can find in the underground area that, for some reason, when you use the squirrel needle on it, it'll only do 1 or 2 damage. I have no idea why that is. I haven't noticed any characters in the game tell you that's how it works. I don't know why it works like that. Like, I've hit other monsters with their own... Like, I've beat up earthworms with earthworm whips before, it doesn't do 1 damage. So, like, I don't know how that even works. That being said, I assume that you would be able to use a trap to catch them, but they're in a pretty inconvenient area even for the underground. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend that. I think what they want you to do is to go to this area, like, at a low enough level that you're gonna do 1 hit point to with the squirrel needle. I usually just level up like I normally do. Like, grind on earthworms till I'm level 20-something. Then I still go there, and I still just use a squirrel needle on it. It just... I'll blow up a number... I don't even know if I said this out loud, but, like... These squirrel enemies only ever have 1 hit point. So pretty much anything you can do to them will explode them into innards. Even if you hit them for 2 hit points, they'll explode. So I think the idea is you're supposed to get there before you get, like, too high of a level and get even 2 HP, but I find that if you just grind it a bit, eventually you'll just do 1 HP's worth of damage. Then you can get them. That's one of the more annoying ones. One of the more annoying unclear ones to get in Scenario C. There's a few that are tricky to get. Like, there's a quest you have to do. Hey, Speedy the cat. We did it, Speedy. Come here, buddy. I'm gonna grab you, Speedy. There you go, my friend. We got a cat for the Ark. So yeah, there's a few that are like kind of complicated to get. I don't want to like come right out and spoil them all here. Like I kind of spoiled the squirrel one, but I mean, if you get to that part of the game, you'd probably be like, how am I supposed to do this? But I think either using a trap or you might be able to get like a lucky roll on. I have a few other theories too. Like there's that, I haven't been using it at all, but there's that ability. I think it's called Sick 'em, where you can use one of your creatures from the TCU to like help you in battle. I'm not sure if you use a squirrel on one of those other squirrels in that scenario in the underground, if it can do 1 HP. Like, I tried it a little bit, but I couldn't make it work. But that doesn't mean it, like, can't work, or maybe another animal in that circumstance would work. I'm not entirely sure. A little experimenting I would like to do. I don't know how much I'll get done in this specific playthrough. What else is there? Yeah, we'll have access to all 3 maps and the underground map for Scenario C. Yeah, there's some stuff is harder to get. Like, you need to do, like, to get the only female stag beetle, you have to get it from a mission. I think there's a couple like that. At least the stag beetle one is like that. There is a few other cases where it's like, oh, I can only find the male in this area. Like, there's some fish later, where there's only males in one area and there's only females in another. Which is fairly uncommon. I don't think there's another enemy that does that. Separates the males and females quite like that. There's also going to be a part later where we have to go get anglerfish, where I'm convinced, I might even be wrong about the stag beetles, but like, I'm convinced that you can get male anglerfish in Scenario C. They're just rare. Just super rare. Because, like, I'm probably just remembering wrong from the stream that I did. But, like, I could have swore that I, like, used Linda's Bloodhound ability and, like, sniffed around there when I didn't have a male anglerfish. It's like, oh my goodness, there's still something here. But I've also saw speculation on that Let's Play screenshot guide that I was looking at, that maybe, like, there's sea cucumbers in the area, and at least in the PC Engine version, I haven't seen it in this version, they can call for help. So, like, if that's the case, maybe they can summon a male anglerfish. I usually just get them from the auction. There we go, that was Linda³ Again, but Scenario B. We've done A and B. There we go, then next time we will just go right on ahead, get started with Scenario C. We'll just take her slow and steady, we'll do what little storyline bit there is already. And we'll just take it one step at a time. I do want to try to get a little ahead of my uploads here, because I want to do as much PC Engine. I want to collect as much PC Engine footage as I can. There's only 100 monsters in the whole game. I sincerely doubt I'm going to get them all, because there seems to be side quests still. But the area where you even get the stag beetle isn't here. So, like, maybe the stag beetles are new to this version. I really don't know. We'll find out. I'll get as many of them as I can. Hopefully I can figure out how to get them all, but I'll do my best. So thanks again for joining for another episode of Linda³ Again. And I'll see you tomorrow for Scenario C. So I'll see you then.
見てごらんケン。腕頭骨筋から上腕二頭筋に続くこのエレガントなカーブ。そう、リンダの左腕だ。ちゃんと幸子につけておいたよ。どうだ、幸子でどうだ。それからこのドレス見覚えないかい。リンダの部屋からいただいてきたんだ。あつらえたようにぴったりだろ。幸子でどうだ。まんざらでもないはずだ。理論的にはね、子供も産めるはずだ。 試してみたくはないかね。幸子でどうだ。幸子でどうだ。どうだどうだどうだ。幸子でどうだ。どうだどうだどうだ。幸子でどうだ。